Okay then, here we have it, finally. The hydraulic drive Milwaukee Surge. This is rated that it's half the noise than a conventional impact, like this. And this one here is going to be replacing this. So, this is 95 decibels, this is 85 decibels. And I must admit, I have seen online, and definitely the apps on the phone definitely show that this here is half the noise. Point, when you're actually using it and you have two impacts together, it actually doesn't sound that much quieter. Yes, it is quieter. So I thought we'll have a new hearing test. We'll use our ears. So what we're going to do is we've got to go out at the back, my back that is, outside. And what we'll do is we'll put 4 5x70 screws in on each one of these in Milwaukee first, and then this second, and then we'll just keep doing it like this. And we'll listen to it. Then after that, I'll go out into the back street at the big open bit, and we'll do it again. We'll see how it sounds then. And then after that, I'll go further up the back street to where it sort of echoes. So when people are using things like SDS drills and impacts themselves, it kind of echoes about a bit up there. So we'll be able to hear there if it's any real quiet to a conventional impact. Then we'll come out of the house, we'll go to the kitchen, and we'll do another sound test in there with the same all over again. And we'll see what we get. So the bits that are being used is way impactor, right? Which we have to use this one for this because it's the only one that actually fits into it. Barring the Makita Gold one, that fits in as well, right? The bits are just standard DeWalt impact bits, nothing special there to carry it out. So as soon as the weather picks up outside, we'll go outside and we'll give it a try and we'll see what we get, and then everybody can then make up their mind and decide whether or not this is a lot quieter. Right. The Milwaukee Surge. Is it a surge forward or a surge backwards? Here we go.
Reserve my right to remain silent. I am, after all.
You can. Now we have Andrew and Chris here doing the next bit while I go outside into the street, and hopefully it might sound a bit quieter at some distance. So on we go.
I hope you call the boat end of my job.
Right boys,
What?
go.
It sounds a lot quieter, yeah.
Okay then, now we're going for sound test number 3, whereas we got the echo point of the back street to see if it sounds any real different when we go there. So we'll get ourselves off and we'll wait for Andrew and Chris to get themselves ready. There we are, pointing at my place. Right, you boys give us a shout when you're ready. could be waiting for a long time. You boys ready? Are you boys ready? Oh my God, told you. Hurry up, it's getting dark. Come on, I've got an audience waiting here. They're waiting in anticipation. Right, go. Okay then, that's that done. Right then, test number 4. Inside the house. Okay then boys, on you go. Well, I must admit, I was surprised with that. It really did surprise me on actually how quiet at distance this thing actually was. So it just goes to show, right, the noise from this isn't carrying. Actually inside the backyard, it was definitely quieter than even I thought as well, because it's in the open of course. But of course then when we take it back inside the house, what happened? The noise level went up. Yes, it is quieter still than this Bosch, I must admit. But at the end of this isn't as quiet as half the noise. That's quite obvious. But so what? I mean, I bought this because I wanted the battery platform and it was supposed to be quieter, and I wanted something lighter. I also wanted something smaller. I'll just run through all this. Watch. Smaller. That's even still got a bit in it. And it is just in so, if I can get this right, there's this thing down. This is just in so, I would say, the same size as that, and that hasn't got a bit in it yet. So anyway, I'll get rid of that and get that out of the way. So anyway, it was to get something smaller, something lighter, and something that wasn't as noisy. Unfortunately, it looks like we've kind of failed on the weight side of it because they're both the same weight. So power wise they're quite equally matched actually. So I mean, I'm not overly bothered about that. Take this bit out here. Right. No, I'll put a battery in this, otherwise the Walt fans will be complaining that, oh, I don't want the battery in it, it wasn't fair. Well, there you go. Speaks for yourself. It's definitely a lot shorter, so that's fine. I've got one more impact as well. And look at this. I'll have to hold this one up. Yeah. Surprise, surprise, the Makita is actually bigger. Mind you, stand them up, look what you get. This is sitting on a 4 amp battery, mind you. However, we don't need that one either. Right. Back to this. Right then. So I suppose 1.5 things getting it right isn't too bad. Smoothness, well, I think it showed with vibration on the floor. It is a bit smoother, but it's not overly smooth. I mean, they would both vibrate on the floor, which again I was surprised at. I didn't think they'd do that at that distance, but they did. This goes to show what impacts are actually like. I'm not surprised they're getting kicked off some building sites and you can't use them in hospital and you can't use them in old folks' homes because of their hearing aids, because their hearing aids pick it up too much. So anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty anyway, right? I mean, make up your own mind, decide yourselves whether it was half the sound, whatever. I'm not bothered, I'm just doing this for fun, right? So we'll get down to the nitty gritty. What do you actually get for your money? Well, I bought the 5 amp battery pack because I wanted the Milwaukee platform for the batteries. I have them all. I have Hitachi, DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, did I say them? Oh, and Bosch. Right, I've got the battery platforms now, so I'm not bothered. I can do what I want. So, what did you actually get for your money? Okay, you get a rather good strong spring here at the front. You get this piece here at the front that looks like a condom. Yeah, well, safety first, right? Of course, it is for protection, so you don't damage the surfaces of the wood. You've got your rubber. I would have preferred a bit more rubber on the sides, right enough. I would have thought they might have done that, but no. You've got your left, and you've got your right, which is forward and reverse. You've got your front light under here, which is pretty bright actually. Of course, you've got your rubber again on here. Coming down, you've got your light off yet? No, come on, get off. Well, it's not the finger in the front of it. Right. You've got your speed selectors here. You've got 3 speed selectors, and you've got dark mode. And I must admit, when we were outside today in the sun, you could see them. The Bosch is very hard to see in the sun. You can't really see it. It's really hard. So I think this is better. The buttons are easy to press. You could probably press them with gloves. I do like the lights on there as well. It's quite cute. And of course, the other thing I like about Milwaukee is the fact is they've got rubber on the bottom. I wish more manufacturers would do it. But then again, I wish more manufacturers would use the same magnet on the side here as DeWalt does. That's a good idea. You can get screws on there as well, so you're not always having to fumble about and get the screws. But only time will tell. Performance. Really, performance isn't a big issue for us. It was one of the reasons why we bought this, believe it or not. I was watching Oz Talk, and they did a review on this and quite a few other impacts. This more or less came out last or second last. Point was, I had to get my sons up to speed on some of this equipment because really and truly I'm getting a bit past it now, so it was their turn. And the impacts they were using were only about 110 newtons, so they were just pushing the screws in. Of course, when they got a bit tighter they could tell and stop. When you gave them something powerful, right, which is this at 160 newtons, they just kept going, they didn't stop. So I thought, right, I'll buy something that's pretty weak, and I thought this might be a good idea, having a 1/2 inch chuck on the end of it. Which, by the way, I've only ever used it 3 times, so a bit of a waste of time. However, this isn't getting fully retired. We are still actually going to be using it for something else, so fine. So back to this. Not this, this. Power, again. This suited our power needs, this suits the power needs that we want. Because really and truly, I think they're about the same power, honestly. I mean, this is rated at 180 newtons of torque. This is rated at 50 newtons of torque, but it's hydraulic, it's a completely different ball game. So, fine. So, I would say they're about the same. I mean, both impacts can easily push a 5x400 screw, and it would no problem at all. So I mean, what more do you actually want them to do? I mean, they have said that this Surge is supposed to suit more with the professional, like your joiner, your plumber, your electrician, those type of classes, you see. So I think it'll do well, to be honest with you. And in our hands, it'll suit our purposes, no problem at all. Now, controllability on this thing. It made me seem to find that because it's hydraulic drive and it's under hydraulic drive all the time, it seems to start the screws off a little bit easier. We've still to look at that yet, so I could be just shooting myself in the foot by saying this. And also, as you're running the screw down to the bottom and the head's almost getting flush with the wood, it seems to be a lot easier to control as well. So the hydraulic side we're still playing with, we're still looking at it, and I think everybody is. And I think in the future there'll be a lot more videos coming out to do with the hydraulic systems on the impacts. So of course we're just going to have to just wait and see. Any other minor little issues that we found? Well, apart from the flabby battery, which seems to be worse on this than it is on the DeWalt, but I can't see that that's going to be a major problem. The air vent gaps here on both sides, see, this side and that side, seem a bit big. Could be a recipe for disaster if you're a bit careless and you've got a toolbox that's messy, you might end up getting a small bit stuck in there. Well, smaller than that anyway. And of course, I think I did miss the fact is that he does have a one-piece chuck, which they should all have, which they haven't. But, well, manufacturers will eventually get it right anyway, so why worry about it? And of course, we took the belt hook off because I'm sick and tired of the boys damaging things like paintwork, door frames, doors, stair banisters, wallpaper, and of course they knocked them off their belts as well, they scraped them down the side of walls. So we take the belt hook off, and generally all saying, if it's in your hand you're going to use it, and if you're not going to use it, put it back in the box, it won't get as damaged. Now, am I going to make any more videos after this? Yeah, because I'm going to do one on the Milwaukee M18 BPD, which is, what is it? Oh, this one here. Quite a story to tell with that actually. But however, that's my next one. I'd like to get this video over and done with. So if you like what I've done, leave some comments. If you think the sound test that I done was unfair and you think that I cheated or something when I was doing it, let me know. And if you have any suggestions how you might want it to go in the future, let me know. Okay then, I hope I've helped you in some way here. So it's goodbye from me and see you the next time.